How you guys doing today? This is Jason back with Tuna Tech. Got something a little different today. I typically do smartphone things. I got this Samsung 4, did an unboxing for. This is the second one. But I use these phones a lot for other things too. So what you're looking at right here is Wyze Cam Outdoor. Now, if you're not familiar, Wyze is a company that's been around for a little while. They basically started out with a lot of basic things. This is their outdoor camera. It's relatively new. I think you can order it, but it may be sold out. They have two versions. This is the expansion cam, but the original has a hub, which I've already got. So before we get unboxing this and looking at this a little bit, let me take it back a little bit. So my first foray into Wyze Cam is this right here. Now this is just a box. The camera's already set up. This is the Wyze Cam version 2. This is the black version. That's why the front looks a little different than most of their other products. But basically this was a 1999 basic indoor required power smart camera, smart home. Now with smart home products I use Wyze, but there's Smart Things, there's Wink, there's Nest, there's ADT, there's Blink, there's Eufy. I mean, there's all kinds of different companies out there, and you gotta kind of pick and choose. My biggest pet peeve for the longest time was I have Smart Things, and that was my first foray into smart homes for a long time, and it kind of integrated everything into one. But there were certain things that weren't compatible. So while I still use my Samsung's version 1, like Smart Things Hub, I've tried to move everything to one app. So Wyze is intriguing me because I started out with these relatively cheap cameras and great product for the price. I mean, the features you get, 2 weeks of cloud storage for free, stuff like that. They since have changed a few things, but either way, the basics are they give you what you need and not what you don't at a price you can afford. So the V2 is my first foray into the cameras. I then also bought some, I think these were $30, so you got the regular version, standard camera, no moving, it's just stationary. And then they have the cam pan, which is again a little bit larger. It's got a camera that goes up and down, and the whole thing swivels here, so it's 360 degrees roughly. Well, it says here 120 degree wide angle, 1080p. Either way, yeah, 360, 90 degree pan tilt range. Two-way audio on both of these, by the way, but they both require power. There's no battery version of these as of yet. Now, if you look on Amazon, they do have cases for these to keep them. You can put them outside, but now with the introduction of this, you don't really need that. So, a couple things. This is the start of my ecosystem right here. Just these two items. They also have their Sense Kit, which is basically a motion sensor and some door sensors, and this clips into USB that clips right in the back of either your pan or your version 2 camera, and allows you to connect several devices. I have these in my living room and my back room, and these on my door, so I know when my kids are getting up and leaving the bedrooms at night. And this I have my lights set on, so when someone enters a room, it turns the lights on automatically and turns them off after like 5 to 6 minutes of inactivity. Okay. So that's, again, they're starting to build a little bit more of their their smart home ecosystem. Then they have the bulb, which is a basic Wi-Fi bulb. It's not color, but they work. So again, these set up with my Sense. It's a great combination. Okay. Another thing they have, which is kind of outside their scope, is the Wyze Band. Basically a smartwatch. Reminds me of a Xiaomi basic $30 smart band. It does your basic steps, but it's got some cool things where you could put some shortcuts, so you just tap a button and turn certain things on as related to Wyze. Battery life lasts, I mean, at least 15 days or more. I don't really use it as much as I thought, but it's still a really cool product to use, especially if you're all in. And all this stuff so far that I've showed you connects with the one Wyze smart app. And then this is going to be kind of hard to show, but all these boxes, this is their Wyze scale. They have a Bluetooth scale. This is by far a really nice product. It links to your Wyze app, it links to Google Fit, works really nice. It's a little dirty right now because we keep it in our bathroom. And I get on and off as I get out of the shower sometimes to see what things have changed. But you can see on here where some things that actually can kind of go over. So I'm going over this quick, but this is the start of their ecosystem. Since this, I want to preface by saying that this was they do an early adopter program where you can get these products earlier, and then you can kind of help them figure out some software issues. So this was one of the things I first tried. They also have a pair of noise canceling headphones that I pre-ordered. They have a thermostat that's only $49.99, and I pre-ordered that, and they have a video doorbell for $30. Now I already have most of those things, but like I said, I like to have everything snug and secure under one app. And speaking of that app, this is the small screen, so I don't know and I have my airplane mode on, so I don't want to see a whole bunch of stuff, but it seems like a very heavy duty app, but it looks like they're going to make me turn off my airplane mode briefly to get into the app. There we go. So as you see, these are all, you can change the setup as you want. So these are the cameras. So I'll just look at my right side of my house. So this is the outdoor camera. And it might be kind of hard to see, but as you can see, it's dark because it's outside. It's nighttime right now, but this is the outdoor camera. It does 1080p that I'm using right now. But you have all your cameras. You have your light bulbs, your Wyze Cam, your scale, the outdoor hub, all your sensors, and you can organize it how you want. And then you have this thing called rules where you can set up your turning it on, turning it off, scheduling. You have the store here, you can shop, events, all your recordings goes in here and shows you all kinds of recordings. So I'll go over that maybe later, but let's just get to the main point of this. So this is the outdoor cam. So for you guys who don't know, like I said, I'm a pretty big fan. I'm a beta app. I don't know if you saw that in the video of the app. I'm a beta app tester, so a lot of times when there's an issue, I can go back to former firmware items on my cameras. So with that being said, another preference I want to say, all these cameras work with Google Home devices, so you can say show me blah blah blah, and it'll show you that camera on your Google Chromecast, which works great with my new Google Chrome TV. So either way, with further ado, so we'll open this up, and as you can see, it's very basic packaging. There is nothing special here, but you're only paying, I want to say these are the expansion cameras. I guess we can look here on the app. Let me check real quick to make sure I don't tell you the wrong information. But it looks like the outdoor cams are, I want to say $39, and then the entire kit, like if you want to order it with the hub, it's like maybe $10-20 more. Don't quote me on that, but I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can kind of look up yourself. Right now I think it shows out of stock, so you can't see much. So here's the camera. These batteries are sealed, so if that's something you can't do, it is battery operated, and they last, it says up to 6 months to a year per charge. I haven't had my ones long enough to prove that, but I can say confidently that they're pretty good. So here's your basic camera. Down here is plastic. This is probably your sensor and your IR cameras for night vision. On the back, this is your switch back here and your charging port, and this is for your standard if you have outdoor like tripod style or smart camera or security camera mounting devices. You have most of their cameras have spots for micro SD cards, so you can actually record on the device, and that's a sync button. As you can see, you showed me take this off. So this is their mounting bracket, and it's very tight, which is good. So you basically screw in, and then you put it down, and then this magnetically sticks to it, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's pretty sturdy. Now, I'm not a big fan of the mounting bracket, but it seems to work pretty well. And in addition to that, they give you some mounting devices or mounting hardware, which is crazy to me. We got some of your silica gel, which we don't want to touch that too much. We also get a charging, which surprisingly include these, which is a pretty basic thing. One downside to this is, as you can see, it is micro USB, so it's not the new Type-C, but honestly, you should be charging it that much, hopefully. Setup is a breeze. It walks you through it on the app. And that's about it. I know it's a brief overview, but I want to tell you guys, Wyze is making a good showing of products. Their support is top notch. I know people might disagree with me there, but I think they're great. They listen to their customers and they send out firmware updates all the time because they want people happy and they want to make sure that people enjoy their products. I've been pretty happy with everything I've bought so far. These cameras are nice, and I've had no issues with anything. As you can see here, some of the things that the outdoor cam has, 1080p. Most of their cameras are 1080p. I think the Pan and the V2 are 1080p. These are IP65 weather resistant. They have night vision. Like I said, it's got that. It says 6-month return of battery life. It depends on how often you get notifications and how you have your rules set up. Free rolling 14-day cloud storage for 12-second video. You can pay for person detection, or they also have other plans you can pay for, so you can do longer. But if you don't want to pay, you can always do the SD card route. And yeah, that's it, guys. Like I said, I'll put a link in the description to their main website so you can look at all the products they have, because they have other products I haven't purchased. They have a deadbolt with a keypad. My deadbolt, I already have smart locks. They have a couple of things on there I haven't purchased that I don't need, but I already have. But check them out. I hope you like this video. Leave comments, let me know what you think if you want to hear more about Wyze smart home products or smart products in general. Thanks for watching, and subscribe.